News2, Governor John P. Jongh, and many others paid respects to the late Terence A. Todman as his body lay in repose at Government House on St.Thomas. Plus an update from VI elections as the territorial casting of lots as well as the St.Thomas St. John district casting is held. The National Weather Service in San Juan has issued a flash flood watch for the U.S. Virgin Islands and all of Puerto Rico from late tonight through Saturday morning. Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. Topping our newscast tonight, the Virgin Islands recently lost a great man whose presence affected countries around the world. The body of Career Ambassador Terence Todman lay in repose on Thursday at Government House as Virgin Islanders visited to see him for the final time. But the Virgin Islanders are not the only ones mourning the loss. News 2's April Knight looks back at the life of the influential ambassador.
At around the time Martin Luther King was breaking barriers to equality in the United States, a Virgin Islander was also, as he put it, breaking out of a ridiculous mold. That Virgin Islander, Terence Todman, recently passed away, and the world is mourning. The New York Times recognized him for his candor and adroit negotiations. Secretary of State John Kerry said his career was trailblazing. Todman, whose career is legend in foreign service circles, was a pioneer. He was the first African American to hold a major ambassadorship in Europe, and the first and one of the few to gain the rank of Career Ambassador in the State Department.
Knew the language. He spoke fluently the language of every country he had ever been assigned to. So there was a tremendous intellect.
At a time when integration was still young, Todman did not walk on eggshells. He lobbied for more minorities in government positions and criticized the State Department for readily sending blacks to African assignments. In 1996, he threatened to quit as ambassador if he was appointed to another African country. John Kerry said the State Department today looked more like America. His last post was in Argentina, where he made headlines for loudly protesting corruption in the government. He knew he was considered a troublemaker, and he said that was all right. For many, Ambassador Todman will always be remembered as a brave man, a wise man, and a Virgin Islander who helped change the world for the better. Reporting for News 2, I'm April Knight.
Governor John D. Jongh also paid his respects to Ambassador Todman on Thursday. Flags fly at half-mast until Saturday evening. Funeral services are at All Saints Cathedral at 11:30 on Saturday. Representatives from the federal government were in the territory earlier this month to review one local agency's use of a grant. Officials from the National Telecommunications and Information Administration took a look at BIT's operations to see if they've been using federally funded federal funds properly. News2's Erica Parsons has that story.
For years, the territory has been trying to get the 911 communications tower project off the ground. Now the territory has a chance to be included in a nationwide broadband network for first responders.
Right now, the primary mode of communication is land mobile radios for first responders. What this would do would allow for data, video, in addition to voice communication among first responders.
Last August, the territory was awarded $500,000 from FirstNet's State and Local Implementation Program grant. Earlier this month, 2 federal agencies visited the VI to see how those funds have been used so far. The goal of FirstNet is to develop the first ever nationwide wireless broadband network dedicated to first responders. The 3-year grant will help the VI gather information to produce a business plan in the first phase. FirstNet needs information like how unique our coverage needs are here. Once that business plan is complete, the governor has to decide whether to opt in or out of the network.
They need to know how many responders, all our locations that would be involved. Opting in means that we'd allow FirstNet to deploy the network in the territory 100%. Opting out would mean that the territory is still required to participate in the network, but the territory would opt to do it on their own with some grant funding.
It will take years to develop the network, but once it's up and running, it will change the way public safety is done.
It's going to be like a ruggedized cell phone that's capable of receiving voice, data, video, and you're going to have several apps running on it.
Erica Parsons, News 2.
Now, BIT officials are waiting for the official report, but they said federal officials were satisfied. The representatives also interviewed VITEMA's Director Elton Lewis, the VIPD's IT Director, and VINGN President Larry Kupfer. The St. Thomas St. John Board of Elections did the casting of lots for St. Thomas St. John positions on Thursday afternoon. This after the district board was able to certify the district results following pressure from the public and from the Office of the Attorney General. The certified results, which was taken into account during the casting of lots, has not yet been ratified by a board with a physically present quorum. We will have more on the results of the St. Thomas St. John casting of lots in Friday's newscast. In other news, Island Foods Security has added new equipment to their operations. A 45-horsepower tractor, the organized group of farmers, was awarded a $20,000 grant from a Presbyterian church committee. That committee is called the Self-Development of People. They affirm God's concern for humankind and support organizations who want to produce long-term change for the community. That's in line with the farmers' goal of developing the island's agriculture.
Our mission is to work together as a unit so that we can produce more for our community, so we can provide a larger variety of products. And so what this does is give us the opportunity to be more continuous in our production. That means we produce more often because we don't have to wait on the Department of Agriculture to schedule us into their schedule to do land preparation for us. Each member will have the tractor available based on their needs and the time they're going to need.
And keeping our eye on the economy, analysts say the latest unemployment numbers point to an improving job market. Applications for unemployment fell by 14,000 last week to 298,000. In other news, airline passengers have been asking for better food, and they're going to get it, at least on one airline. United has announced it's making a multi-million-dollar investment in its onboard food and beverage options. The new menus will include gourmet salads and sandwiches with fresher ingredients. The new options will be available next year. Here's a look at the New York Stock Exchange with our stock market watch. The Dow, NASDAQ, S&P all up. The Dow 52, NASDAQ 5, S&P also 5. Coming up on News 2, your back-to-school checklist, orientation dates for some students, plus VITEMA alerts us a flash flood watch goes into effect for the Virgin Islands from 2 a.m. Friday to 8 a.m. Saturday. Don't miss our News 2 AccuWeather forecast that's coming up. It's time for our summer fun segment. Why not get a great workout in, along with some kayaking, snorkeling, and hiking? Virgin Islands Eco Tours has been voted as the best ecotourism activity on St. Thomas. You can do all three with them at any of three unique locations. Nature buffs love St. Thomas's Mangrove Lagoon, Wildlife Sanctuary, and Marine Reserve. History buffs love exploring historic Castle Island and Honeymoon Beach location at Keneal Bay in the Virgin Islands National Park on St. John. Their award-winning tours combine kayaking, hiking, and snorkeling into an unforgettably fun and educational experience, emphasizing the Leave No Trace style ecotourism. Kayak among the many small islands in the mangroves, explore tidal pools with a geologic blowhole, and snorkel in Clare Lagoon. There are other organizations and businesses in St. Croix and St. John that offer the same fun trips, so call around. It adds a little extra to a regular beach outing. And while we're enjoying the summer, don't forget back to school. Time for our back to school checklist. Here's some orientation dates to keep in mind. Central High's orientation sessions will be held in the school's gymnasium. That's Tuesday, August 26, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., all 12th graders. Then from 1 to 4 p.m., all 11th graders. Then on Wednesday, August 27th, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., there's more, all 10th graders from 1 to 4, and all 9th graders. Now, parents are expected to attend and be prepared to pay the fees for IDs, which is $15 for insurance, $15 lockers, $10. Now, here's Educational Complex's orientation dates as well. For the St. Croix Educational Complex, also being held on August 26th and held in the school's gymnasium. Tuesday, August 26th, 8 to 11 a.m., all 12th graders, then 1 to 4 p.m., all 11th graders. Then on Wednesday, August 27th, 8 to 11 a.m., all 10th graders, then from 1 to 4 p.m., all 9th graders. Students must wear their school uniforms. Young men, no earring. Young ladies, no large hoops, nameplates, long or dangling earrings. That comes directly from the school. The VI Grand Finale of VI Idol is coming up this weekend. Now, these are the best of the best who will be going head-to-head for that recording deal among many other prizes. And as you know, the Virgin Islands' biggest music competition is an elimination show. And if you'd like to get to know the contestants a little better, be sure to tune in for the sizzle reel of the VI Idol reality show that will air tonight from 11 to 11:35 right here on CBS TV2 following the re-air of our News2 Newscast. Alvin Marks tells us more.
Yes, we had the opportunity to put the 13 finalists in a mansion to live together, experience how it is to live together and work together as a team, and actually, working and seeing each other's ethics and, seeing how they are actually in person. So we had the opportunity to put them through a series of exercises, studio sessions, workouts, and just basically getting to know the artists individually. We had the opportunity to put the 13 finalists to live together and to be developed by none other than Planet 6 dad, Kivo, which is one of the best artist developers from the Virgin Islands. And we can see their product every day, Planet VI. They're writing for some of the top artists in the world. So they can look forward in this reality show to see a little bit of everything. This is like a college hill mixed with real world, mixed with a VI Idol.
And we know how much people like reality shows, so.
Oh, most definitely. This is just going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome production.
Now be sure to tune in for more on VI Idol on Friday's newscast. Now behind the scenes, Digitac Film, Dwight Winston, Atlanta Dream Team, directed by Henderson Maddox. And again, that's tonight from 11 to 11:35 right here on CBS TV2 right after our newscast. Be sure to tune in. The Virgin Islands Territorial Emergency Management Agency, or VITEMA, is a recipient of a $263,000 grant from NOAA. And they're using it to carry out tsunami preparedness and warning activities in the Virgin Islands. Congresswoman Donna Christensen's office received notice of the award earlier this month. The funds will support VITEMA's Territorial Tsunami Preparedness and Education Initiative in accordance with the Tsunami Warning and Education Act of 2006. This grant will be used to carry out tsunami preparedness and warning activities by distributing information to residents of the territory through various publications such as TV, radio, printed, and social media. Funding will also be used to purchase, install, and maintain tsunami evacuation signs throughout the territory and to maintain the 14 existing tsunami warning sirens in the territory. Meanwhile, VITEMA reminds us a tropical wave is continuing its west to northwest track and is forecasted to impact the Virgin Islands with intermittent heavy showers and gusty winds beginning at 2 a.m. Friday and lasting through most of the day on Friday. And that's according to the National Weather Service in San Juan. The National Weather Service is forecasting about 3 to 6 inches of rain with higher amounts in isolated areas and wind gusts of up to 35 miles per hour possible on Friday. Marine conditions are also expected to deteriorate beginning at 9 p.m. tonight. Flash flood watch goes into effect for the Virgin Islands from 2 a.m. Friday to 8 a.m. Saturday. A small craft advisory also goes into effect at 9 p.m. this evening to midnight Saturday. Conditions are expected to improve by Friday evening. However, the Virgin Islands may continue to experience scattered showers through Saturday morning. With that in mind, our News2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next with more.